Oh, Tits, it is nice to see you in person.
We are back together again. I can't believe it.
Yeah, me neither. Honestly, you look
Haggard.
huge, but the same. That's your new memoir, Haggard and Huge by Titty Kaka.
Oh, well, why don't you explain to the lovely... Oh, Jesus Christ, today's a struggle.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain to the lovely people, lovely listeners, where we are, Miss Georgie?
Well, I've just...
Because we're not in our normal place.
We're not. Well, I've just touched down in Miami Airport, and I've walked out onto the arrivals bit, and I just saw this huge man, and
Massive hands.
massive hands, massive shoulders,
Holding a sign. So Miss Georgie Porgie.
yeah, holding sign that says Miss Georgie Porgie, but on the back of the sign it said "looking for fat bitch." So I thought, well, here I am, and it was Miss Titty Kaka, because I've arrived in Miami and she flies out of Miami today.
It's on the exact same date. We are literally two ships crossing in the night, except we're not ships and it's not night.
No, yeah. In fact, we're just haggard drag queens, and it's the daytime, so even worse.
Yeah, daytime drag. God no. Yeah, so like I said, we're crossing over in the airport. We've got a little 20 minutes to sit down, have a chat, have a little coffee.
Yeah.
We thought we'd record an episode because, as you said, Georgie, you are heading back to the ship. I'm sure you'll tell us all about it later. We can't shut you up about it. And myself, my contract has come to the end, so I'm on my homeward bound now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I think it's best we get on with it then, Tits. Are you ready?
That's right. Let's go. Let's do it.
Wow, Tits, talking of land ho, you're on land.
I'm on land. Oh, it's good. It's good to be on land. I must admit, though, it's going to be drama trudging these 4 cases through the airport.
Oh, there's nothing worse.
Usually I've got people to do it for me, but no, all on my Todd this time. Got to pull them all myself.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you are just tuning in to us, this is Up the After with myself, Miss Georgie Porgie, and the incontinent.
Incompetent, incomparable, incontinent Miss Titty Kaka.
Yes.
That's it.
Just two salty showgirls, chatting away, and this time in a gorgeous, well, we can't mention the name, but a gorgeous place.
It starts with S and ends in Tarbucks.
Yeah.
In the Miami airport,
yes.
Having a little coffee, sat down, having a catch up, because as we mentioned, aforementioned, Georgie is just about to get on the ship, and I've just got off the ship. Isn't it crazy?
Well,
so what happened? Talk me through it, because you were supposed to be at home.
Yeah, so I was supposed to be at home. In fact, I was supposed to fly out in about 5 days, just to have 9 days.
Well, you going on holiday?
9 days on holiday on the ship, and they rang me and they said, instead of going on holiday, would you go and work? And I
Ship's gonna sink. We need you.
Yeah.
We need you. We're going down.
They said Titty Kaka's getting off. So here we go.
We need some glamour to come on and take over.
Yeah, they just couldn't find anyone. So I can. To be honest, the thing is, I actually was getting a bit bored. Like, obviously, I went to Thailand for 2 weeks. That was fab.
Oh, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm the same, though. I'm like, give me something to do. Christ.
Yeah. I always play off.
Well, you have had a break. Like I said, you've had a break in Thailand.
Yeah, I had
so
2 weeks.
You've had a little hollybobs there. Yeah.
The funny thing is, whenever I've had this quite a few times, and every time I've been like, oh, I'm not sure, but I know I'm going to say yes.
Yes. Oh God, you've got nothing else on. Christ, your diary's free. You're like, oh, let me just move a few things around, see if I can squeeze you in.
Nasty cow.
Yeah.
I will say, shout out to a very lovely airline called Virgin Atlantic, because they refunded.
Ooh, never heard of it.
I know, never heard of it, but they refunded my flights.
Oh,
in
of course
full.
you had your yes. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, fab.
So
all of $20. Well, fab. There we go. Coffee's on you then, love.
I know. Well, I do really enjoy what you're wearing for this airport
trip.
trip.
I was just going to say, let me talk you through my outfit because I'm going to be on a plane for the next 73 hours.
Yes.
So let me talk you through my comfort. I mean, I like to say comfort, but drag's not comfortable.
No.
And style over. What is it? Style over not substance. What is it?
I'm just gonna let you try.
Oh, stop. Style over. What is it? Well, it's not.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what I mean. It's not.
You're making it up.
I'm not. Oh, shut
I always
up.
say beauty over comfort, or
Well,
beauty
yeah, it's
hurts.
that kind of thing, but it's that, but not style over substance. What is it?
Titty, I've got one thing to say to you.
Shut up! What is it? Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
I've got no idea what you're talking about. Listen, I don't want to say it too loud in the airport, but you've got to stop doing ketamine.
Oh,
really?
You stupid girl. Oh, God.
Honestly.
That's
but what are you wearing, Tits?
No,
Talk
shut
us
up.
through it.
No, I'm not carrying on until I get it. Style over. Fucking hell, what is it? You know what?
Style over substance.
No, not substance, but it's practicality.
Style over. I'm gonna Google it.
I had it then. I almost had it then. Like, it's not practical, but
every single thing says style over substance, but that doesn't make sense.
But it's not the thing, is it? What? Oh God! Let me take my brain out, shake it around, and put it back in. 1 minute.
Oh, you're doing my head
Put it on a quick wash.
What is it?
You know what I mean? Where it's like fashion.
It's not an S word.
It's not practical, but it looks fucking good.
Well, let's just say that then. Beauty is pain, Tits.
Christ, this is pain. Bloody hell.
Whatever it is.
This is pain.
Yeah.
Where were we?
What are you wearing?
Well, as I said, I'm going to be travelling for a long time, so I could have chose the relaxed option.
Yeah.
But no. I want to be fashionable.
Yeah.
We've got to look beauty over pain.
Yeah.
There we go. That's
beauty over pain. I said that 12 times.
Yeah, I've actually got one of them neck rests. It's inflated, but it's actually built in to the bottom of my wig.
Oh.
So I've sewn. It's a lovely, blonde, quite flat for me. I know mine are quite voluminous, but a flat, almost pixie crop bob with a neck rest sewn into the bottom, so it's versatile, 2-in-1 really.
2-in-1.
So that's what's going on with the wig. Yeah, my earrings are just rested over the inflatable neck rest there. And then again, I've got a heavily rhinestoned tracksuit where it's actually more uncomfortable than it is because it's so heavy with all of the glass rhinestones on.
Got it.
Yeah, it's about 8 kilos extra, so that's my hand luggage weight gone. But that's what I've got. I've got a lovely baby pink rhinestoned matching tracksuit, and then of course a Leduca trainer.
A Leduca trainer.
Leduca trainer on that they custom made for me in Italy. Got shipped over. Just the right support for the arch there.
Oh, they're lovely.
1.5 and 8 inch heel.
Actually, inside the trainer.
Inside the trainer, built in with the thingy. So that's what I'm wearing. So there I'll be waltzing through the airport in this. So yeah, if you see me there with an eye mask on, just let me.
Just let us sleep.
But what about you? I'll be honest. It's quite an eyesore, to be honest, Georgie. You've come ready for the ship, but.
Well, actually, it's interesting because you said ready for the ship, but it's kind of a 2-in-1.
Well, yeah, you're trying to squeeze the size of 2 people into one costume.
Don't start. I've got kind of this gorgeous kind of sailor. I would describe sailor British Navy uniform, head to toe rhinestone. Yeah. But then also, on top of it, I've got a Starbucks apron, just in case I need to do an extra shift.
You need to go around the back of the counter and take a few orders. Oh, I love
And then, unlike me, I've got a ginger wig on.
Oh, that's
not like me. Changing it up.
Yeah.
And then on the feet, I've just got a gorgeous, it's not a Louboutin, I brought them in Thailand.
Yeah, a Poubaton.
Yeah, a Louis Bonbon.
A Louis Bonbon genuine fake.
Yeah, a Louis Bonbon genuine fake.
Size 3.
Very, very
Little toe sticking out
uncomfortable.
the side.
Child size 3. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually very uncomfortable, but I'll be on the ship soon. As soon as I'm on the ship, I'll be able to put one of your costumes you left behind, and they're so big and lovely on me that they really feel like. Do you know, like there's those blankets, like a blanket that is also
like a weighted blanket.
Yeah, and it's also heated.
A heated weighted blanket.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
lovely.
I really look forward to putting that on. But yeah, no, Tits, I think
well.
you're ready to fly and I'm ready to sail, darling.
You're ready to sail. Look at that. 2 travelling showgirls.
Loves it.
Well, that's it. Well, it's been lovely to speak to you. We've got nothing else to catch up on.
Yeah, well...
I'm going to have to dash.
No.
My gate's boarding.
Yeah. 1 minute. Is that... Can I hear someone saying Titty Kaka on the old tannoy? Here she goes.
Yeah. It's like, you're late, bitch. We've already flown without. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, obviously you're going home.
Yeah.
This is a very important question, but what's the first thing you're going to do when you get home? What is it? You're going to put your bags down. What are you going to prioritise?
I'm going to take my bra off.
Oh.
And let it all hang out.
Love it.
Yeah. Let them all swing down. Well, no, I'll actually end up getting... I get back at 9 in the morning. Oh. That's when I land. The end of my journey, so it's actually an overnight flight.
Yeah.
And I'm actually doing a bit of time travelling. I'm going 5 hours in the future.
Right.
So I can imagine I've probably aged a bit, to be honest. So I'll probably have a shave.
Yeah.
Dye my grey hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, as I said, I'll be landing in the morning, so I'll probably be a bit... I'm going to try and sleep on the plane. I'll be a bit disorientated, but I'm going to try and... I don't know. Not really plan that far ahead, to be honest. It's a miracle I can just get off the ground.
Yeah. And
this rate.
Well, what are you going to eat?
Oh, see, well, listen. I've had that plan for months.
Of course.
And I've always said KFC, family bucket,
yeah,
just for me. Side of gravy.
Yeah.
Side of mash.
And only British KFC will do.
Yeah.
I am
jealous.
jealous.
So that's what I'm looking forward to, yeah.
I bet. Not...
Because I'm sure once they've given me the little bag of peanuts on the plane, and then that'll tide me over.
Yeah. They don't have peanuts on planes anymore. Because it could,
well, a pretzel also. Oh, go on.
It could go in the airway, and if someone's got a peanut allergy...
Well, then that's just survival of the fittest, isn't it?
I agree. Get over it. It's not even real. Allergies aren't real. Grow
up.
up.
Yeah, grow up and get immune.
But Titty, it is interesting that you did say that you know, I was expecting you to say... well, I'm going to see my friends and my family and spend some quality time. But instead, you said you're going to take your bra off and eat a whole bucket of KFC to yourself. So that really speaks to your character, if I'm honest.
Priorities, really, isn't it?
It is, darling. You were like, friends, family, who?
Friends, who's that? What's that? No, I'll have a lovely time catching up with people. I'll probably do a little trip down in London, a little trip over to Manchester, and then I'll be flying back out to the next ship where you'll be as well. So
we'll be together, darling.
My arse will touch the floor, and next thing you know, I'll be whisked off away to the next adventure.
Oh.
Tell me, Georgie, what are you? What's your plan? What's your first thing you're going to do on the ship?
Well, I'm gonna get on the ship this afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go straight to me cabin. Of course, I said, well, you have to give me a gorgeous guest cabin.
Kick the captain out.
Sailor cabin. Yeah, I want a nice cabin.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm doing the favour. So I'm gonna have a lovely cabin. I'm gonna go and give my gorgeous Brazilian boyfriend a big kiss.
Oh, he's on board, isn't he? Yeah. Give him a big old wet sloppy woppy kiss.
Yeah. and other things.
Oh, well, I'm sure you're going to just pick him up and...
throw it in a box and fuck it!
Yeah, he's the box.
Throw him on the balcony and fuck it. Oh, so I'm going to have that. And then just get to work, really. But I tell you what, I am looking forward to... I know it probably seems really boring for the listener, but I bloody love being at work.
Oh, I love it. Having something to do. Seeing you pounding around deck 7 as if you've got something to do when really you're only going for a coffee and a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's your favourite. I used to love, I always used to walk, you know, I'm pretending I'd be going somewhere. And I used to walk.
Do the length of the ship.
I used to walk past Titty and she'd be sat on her little lappy wappy, her little laptop.
Tappy away.
Probably making a show that she'll never get the budget for. And, you know, I'd say, she'd walk past and she'd go like this to me. She'd go, ice mocha. And I go on then. Go get we go get an ice mocha that we love.
Good one.
Well, there'll be plenty of ice mochas on our next ship together.
Well, there'll have to be, because I'll tell you, you know, on that note, I mean, well, I've mentioned it before and I've dragged you for it that Georgie wouldn't be seen dead in the crew mess.
Oh, for goodness
personally, I don't think you can fit through the door, but you do feel like you're above the rest of the crew.
It's not that I am above the rest of the crew. It's just that I am a manager, so I am above the rest of the crew.
Yes. Well, actually, and I can't believe I've come to it this late, but my last few weeks on board, I've found that the coffee machine there gives a cracking coffee. And I'm not against saying it in front of Starbucks staff.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to get
And-
kicked out,
I
Tits.
know, right? I can see him smacking that cup in his hand, ready to go. But no, so I've actually had a little coffee more or less every day the last week.
Nice.
And it really perked me up and
So
give me the energy to finish the old contract.
what I've done a few times is just brought a little bottle of vanilla syrup in the old supermarket, and then just go get a coffee, add a bit of ice.
A moaning. Is it the moaning syrup?
Moaning. Oh yeah, it is that. It is that one.
You will be bloody moaning after you drink it.
Oh.
Ooh, a bit of moaning vanilla syrup slipped in the bottom, mix it up, down the gullet, straight to the toilet.
Yeah, literally. Especially with some of the milk they get. It doesn't actually come from cows. It comes from just middle-aged women in Middle America.
Well, I thought it was sea cows. I thought they just, the manatees.
The manatees.
That's where I thought they get their milk from.
Yeah.
God.
We're obsessed with doing that.
It's actually making me quite ill. I'm like, yeah.
I know, me too. I mean, you couldn't sing in the beginning. You've got quite a husk, manly voice when singing, so it's just going to get even worse.
Well, you'd think after all this practice in these shows it'd get better, but no, it's just gone downhill quick, to be honest.
Yeah, not surprised, love.
Funnily enough, speaking of shows, one of my last show actually, and I'm annoyed that you weren't there because it has never happened to me before.
My God, yeah.
And I honestly don't think it's ever going to happen again. One of the things I was, doing the show, did the opening number, crowd went wild, both of them, they loved it.
Loved it.
And just for the listener to explain, the theatre that I do it on the ship, it covers 2 decks. So the stage is on deck 6, and there's obviously loads of seating there, and then there's a bit of a balcony area that's deck 7.
Yeah.
And the whole space is open, so it's a big open theatre. Usually on ships the theatre does cover 2 or 3 decks, for the height.
Yes.
And I'm a very tall lady, and once I've got that 1-inch Laduca boot on and a flat wig, it adds up.
You're away,
yeah,
darling.
no, 8 feet. Yeah, now.
Yeah, now.
Picture me doing this, doing the routine, kicking my leg, just playing to the audience. They are eating out of the palm of my massive hands.
Yeah, massive.
So I'm there introducing the show, introducing myself, going through the rules, having a bit of a talk, and then out the corner of my eye, I hear this bloody what can only be described as an explosion.
Right?
I thought something had exploded. I thought glass had smashed everywhere. The sound, the audience gasped, people had hands on their mouths, pearls had been clutched.
Oh my God.
And I turned around and was like, what the hell was that? Turned to the side and realising what had happened, on one of the balcony bits on deck 7, there's like a little alcove that you can stand in and look down and watch the show. Some woman had her handbag resting on the balcony. It had fallen. It had fallen from deck 7 down to the deck 6 flooring. How it missed, the people sat there watching the show, I don't know. This full handbag full of what I can only explain as absolute shit.
Yes.
Just went everywhere. It went and I say everywhere. Now, obviously, professional as it is, show must go on.
Yes.
You don't shop the show for nothing. So I'm playing up to it. The audience loved it. I thought, we're throwing handbags from the ceilings now. Christ. I thought, Christ, okay, whoever did that, do you want to come on down these stairs and come and get your shit? But in the meantime, let's play one of my favourite games. Let's look at the contents of this handbag that's just fallen from the sky.
No.
So anyway, that was it. Audience was going wild, picking up the handbag, picking up all the shit that's spread all over the floor. There was a phone that's definitely smashed and, out of its warranty now.
Yeah.
There was a pair of snapped reading glasses. They're not going to be any use to her.
Did she apologise?
Well, she wasn't drunk, but she was quite embarrassed, so she did come down, but obviously that was it. I was away. Picking all this stuff up. There was a bag of mint Imperials, which I'll be honest, did look like drugs.
Right.
So I kept them for myself.
She actually was arrested the next day.
Yeah, she had to get escorted off the ship. There was what can only be described as a half-bitten lipstick without a lid.
What? Without a lid?
Yeah, it looked like it'd been a bite taken out of it with no lid on the lipstick.
She needs to get on prep.
There was... Oh God! There was a spare nickel coin, which naturally I took as a tip.
Of course.
Put that in my mouth. That was good, and that was it. Just random shit everywhere. So once that had done, Shelley, she was called. I know she'd like to remain anonymous, but Shelley threw a handbag from deck 7. Never happened again, and it probably not happen again. And I thought, Christ, just goes to show live theatre, anything can happen.
I can't believe.
But that was it. Once that had sorted, the show was off, and we kept going, and the audience bloody loved it. So I survived an assassination attempt on board Can you believe it?
Haven't you had a few different assassination attempts? Haven't you also had some lights try and kill you recently?
It's funny you should say that. Honestly, that shit's bloody got it in for me.
Yeah.
So, there's also a bit in the show
Right.
where I've got this shipwrecked net on me.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It stinks. Around the outside of the proscenium, which is, the staging, there's a lovely strip of lights. It's gorgeous, high-end, lovely. I was doing my thing. The net, unbeknownst to me, got wrapped around one of these bulbs. As I walk away to carry on with the show, pulls the whole bloody strip of lights off the wall, landed on me, could have died. I mean, where there's a blame, there's a claim, Anyone else would have probably bloody stopped the show. I don't know, gone to medical.
Yeah.
Had a week off.
Yeah.
Not me, not Miss Titty. Ever the professional. Picked up that strip of lights, held it in the air, tried to get some more service for me phone.
Yeah.
Again,
for Shelley's phone that had just fallen through the air.
Shelley's smashed phone. Yeah, trying to get her a bit of service. Audience absolutely went wild because I was like, I don't know if you know this, but this isn't actually part of the show. This doesn't happen every day. And there we go. Passed it off to our lovely tech team. On with the show like nothing ever bloody happened.
Now, it's
Assassination
interesting.
attempt number 2.
Number
Try
2.
harder next time, please.
I have a conspiracy theory I'd like to share with you, Miss Titty Kaka.
Go on.
My conspiracy theory is the production manager in charge of the technical side of your show at that point was Yangy Wangy, correct?
It actually was. You are correct.
I think he's so sick of us talking about him and his IBS that he tried to kill you. I bet he even paid Shelley to drop that heavy bag on your head.
Hold on a minute. Is he listening in?
Oh, that's definitely him. I can tell. I can smell it.
He's got to be in my wardrobe hiding, listening.
Yeah, I think maybe he was in on it, to be honest, because when I was in Thailand, of course I was asked to be a guest star on Thailand's Drag Race, and when I got there, I noticed he was creeping around the back. Pulled my wig off a few times.
God, threw a few pearls on the stage. Yeah.
And now he's coming for you.
No one's safe. We're Yangy Wangy out in wild.
Not with Yangy Wangy. Well, at least you survived your last couple of shows, Tits.
Well, that's it. I live to tell the tale, so you'll have to try again next time, Alex. You'll have to try again next time.
When this episode comes out, I'll pop on the Instagram the pictures of you holding the lights. Bloody hell, cursed.
Cursed. No, truly. And it was in the same area as well. It was, house left. It was in that area, so there's got to be something going on there, I'm telling you.
Well,
one
house
show,
left
woman tries to kill me with a handbag. Next show, the lights bloody pop off and try and decapitate me.
Interestingly enough, the technical booth is on house right, looking directly at house left.
You're not wrong. That's directly in their their field of vision.
Yeah, so there you go. Yangy Wangy's out to get you, darling.
Are we safe? We've just uncovered something.
Yeah.
Are we going to be silenced?
Well,
I'm good. I'm going on a plane. If it lands, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Imagine if you got on and they were like, well, this is your captain, Yangy Wangy speaking.
This is your captain, Yangy Wangy speaking.
Bloody hell.
Nightmare.
Right.
Well, it's been nice knowing you anyway.
Yeah.
God.
Well, Titty, I have got a story that I didn't tell last week because I had to gain permission to tell the story.
Oh, this is good.
Okay.
Yeah,
and this is a story from Miss
So
Georgie Porgie's...
I'm taking you got the permission, or you didn't. You're just going ahead anyway.
No, I got the permission. Not from the person really it's about, but I got permission from everyone else.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. Well, you'll find out why I wasn't able to gain permission from the actual person.
Go on then. I'm on the edge of my seat here at Starbucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a trigger warning out there because last time when we spoke about this subject, we didn't say a trigger warning, and someone messaged me saying that the story about Yangy Wangy made them gag about the poo. So here's trigger warning about this is diarrhea.
Oh, okay. So trigger warning, diarrhea.
Trigger warning.
If you're a bit queasy or don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, if you're about to have your dinner, your steak pie.
Yeah. Don't listen to it. Skip 10 minutes.
Yeah. Tits. So this is what happens. So obviously I told you I was staying in hostels, getting the real backpacker experience. Yeah. And obviously I was having a fab time. Now I met these really lovely girls, really, really lovely girls. And one of them I became really good friends with. Yeah. She's still out there travelling. She's in Vietnam now.
Send it out to the bestie girl.
Bestie girl. My Thailand bestie girl.
This one's for you, Thailand bestie girl.
This one's for you. And anyway, we're having a fab time. We met this other really nice girl, and you know, she kind of came out on a night out with us, but she had really bad constipation. Obviously, with all the different foods and drink, backed up. So we went to 7-Eleven and we got her some pills, and they were called gut busters.
Oh, God.
And
that was your name in prison.
Yeah, yes, Windy Girl.
Windy Girl Gutbuster. That'd be a great drag name, that wouldn't it?
They were meant to kind of help.
Who are you gonna call?
You know, relieve busters. It was meant to relieve her pain a little bit, I guess. And anyway, so we went out. She got absolutely steaming drunk.
Well, alcohol's gonna do it to you, innit?
And throughout the night, nothing was happening. So she didn't tell us. But you're meant to take 2 of these pills, right, every 4 hours.
Yeah.
She, not double dose, she'd done about half the packet. Honestly, she'd taken so many of these gut busters and nothing was happening. Anyway, we took her back to the hostel and she went to sleep. Now, she's on the top bunk.
Oh,
and my friend's on the bottom bunk, and I'm opposite them.
Yeah,
on
because
the
you're
top
underneath
bunk,
the straight couple that keeps shagging all the time, aren't you?
That's shagging. That was the same
so
place
you've got
as
that
well.
going on. She's got the bloody Mount Vesuvius about to erupt above her head.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, talking of erupting, well, what happened was obviously all the lights were off, and she was asleep, and she had thought she had been farting all throughout the night, but what had actually been happening is she had just been non-stop liquid lava shitting.
Not doing it.
I promise.
Not doing it.
All through the night.
Not having it.
But Titty, Titty, the worst thing is, this is absolutely worst thing, she's on the top bunk, right? My mate's on the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
And where the lights are out, and you can't turn the lights on in the middle of the night in a hostel because everyone's going to wake up. Yeah. She still doesn't see, so she's got her hands covered in shit, and she's looking all around the walls for the light switch, and she's putting handprints, smearing it.
Wait, your friend or
she's
the
picked
Diarrhea?
up a hairbrush. No, the Diarrhea girl. The Diarrhea girl.
Darlin.
Her memoir, Diarrhea Darling. She's put
memoirs of a gutbuster. Diarrhea Darling.
Volume 2. Volume number 2.
Volume poo.
Shut up.
Writes itself, doesn't it?
It does, darling. Just when you're a genius like us.
Right. Diarrhea Darling, memoirs of a gutbuster.
The worst.
Volume number 2. Go on.
The worst thing about it,
all over the walls.
She had come down the ladder while this was happening too. It's everywhere.
Did any seep through? Did any leak through to the bottom bunk?
Well, she's very lucky because it wasn't like it was they were like built boxes almost. You know what I mean? So it was a solid level.
I'm sure it
luckily,
was.
no. Yeah, well, it wasn't that solid, darling. The worst thing was this all happened, and in the morning when we woke up, we could obviously smell it because it was hot.
Oh.
We could smell it. And all of her, we were meant to be there for another 2 days, and she was meant to be there with us. All of her stuff was gone.
Well,
everything.
What would you do?
Gone.
You'd have to just leave, wouldn't you? You'd change your name, leave the country.
She was so embarrassed. She's blocked us on Instagram and everything. Yeah, never to be seen again. But I do have a little bit of news about her because the woman at the reception of the hostel, she said, "Oh, your friend left early, so there's an extra bunk, but obviously, like, no one's going to be sleeping in it."
Covered in shit.
But she said when she left, she was wearing a shower cap.
What?
So either she got shit in her hair and she didn't shower, she just wanted to get out of there, or she showered.
Put a shower cap on.
But yeah,
she did shower.
So she had a shower cap on, leaving the hostel, covered in shit.
Well, what I want to know is, you woke up in the morning.
Yeah.
Was there still handprints on the wall?
Everywhere.
But it was like The Shining.
It was.
Like,
And do you know the worst thing about it was my friend, she had lent I think a Tangle teaser. She had lent like a bobble, like a couple of things, and they were all just kind of on the bed, just covered. But Titty, everything was covered. I've never seen. It was like a massacre.
Oh, God.
I know.
Well, that's enough to put you off your shepherd's pie, isn't it?
Yeah. Titty, can you see something falling out of the air from an aeroplane
I think I can actually. Yeah, it's on the runway. Oh, quick, run down them stairs and get it.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Yeah. Here you go. Quick. Quick runner. Yeah, go on then. All right. Get it.
I'm dead out of breath.
Open it.
Looks like it's come from France, I think, this one, Tits.
Ooh. Oui.
Oui. So this is our section of the show, Message in a Bottle, where we try and help someone with a dilemma.
Right, go on, open it up. What does it say?
Open it up, right? I've opened it up. This one says, hello, girls, or should we say bonjour, girls, really? This one says, my name is Marguerite, and I'm from sunny Cockatouana in the south of France.
Oh, I can't say I've ever heard of that, but must be.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I have an issue, and I'm hoping you can both help me. Well, we hope so too, Marguerite.
Marguerite.
Should we call her Maggie? Maggie?
Margarita. Maggie.
I work in a nursery all day throughout the week. Because of this, I get all of my packages delivered into the nursery reception, so I never miss a delivery. Now, I can relate to this because I never get packages delivered to my house, always to the workplace. There's someone always there to get them.
That's it. You've got people to do it.
This says, I recently had a made-to-measure, highly technical vibrator delivered to my workplace.
Oh, quite invasive.
I sent all my measurements off, and it cost a pretty high price. So this is an expensive.
Yeah, and I'd also be interested to see what kind of measurements they'd require.
Me too.
And also how you'd go about getting them measurements.
Labia, what would it be?
Labia width, breadth.
Yeah. Well, this says, I was so excited to take it home and use it, but when I was packing up to leave work, I couldn't find the open package on my desk, so she'd already opened it.
Right, naturally, to see what it was, yeah.
I just finished packing the baby's day bags, and I fear it's either gone into one of their bags for their parents to find, or one of my colleagues has taken it by mistake. What do I do? It's been a week now and no one's mentioned it.
Said anything.
And I would really like to get my high price vibrator back, but save the embarrassment of having to ask around.
Ooh.
Help me, gals.
Well, she's actually, obviously, as we can see, she's included a picture of it as well. She's before she's unwrapped it, snapped a photo, and put that in as well. So we've got, that's what is wanted. We're looking for this vibrator, and it's just to explain it to the listener. It's a lovely multicoloured design. It's a bit of a tie-dye, if you will.
Some might say Pride Rainbow.
Pride Rainbow, if you will. There's a few also prongs coming off the side, and there's also what can only be looks like a bubble blower on the end there.
I noticed that.
Yeah, and it's not so much rabbit ears that you usually see on them. It's
Corgi,
yeah.
Corgi.
With the fur as well. So I can't imagine that's dishwasher safe.
No, I mean, no.
And
I
the
think...
width, I mean, that's quite a wide.
I was just about to say, it does look a bit like the Eurostar, if I'm honest.
Well, she's put it next to a nickel for reference, actually.
A euro.
A euro.
Some might say in their part of the world.
Probably will say.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, good. If you can make that disappear, good on you, Maggie.
I mean,
sneeze and it's straight in.
She has also included a picture of her, and she is a big girl. She's a big girl. I did think in the first picture maybe it was the Statue of Liberty before they painted it green.
Yeah,
I did.
I mean, naturally, if you're having to get a custom measured, made to measure sex toy, there's obviously not one in the shops that fit your dimensions.
No.
So. Well, oh gosh, I mean, this is a dilemma, isn't it, Maggie?
It is.
Yeah, I wonder if they have CCTV.
Very good, Titty.
Could she? They've got to have it for
the kids.
Kids' daycare.
I would like to say as well, there is certain limits. You can have things like your toothbrush and all that delivered to work, but a bloody made to order.
Custom made huge contraption like that. Save it for a PO box. Look. Save it for a PO box.
It does actually say, she did add some notes a little bit later on. It does say that it actually had to be flown by a helicopter. It was that heavy and large. So I'm not sure how she slipped it into one of the children's bags. How big are these bags?
Well, you don't know what kids have got to carry around nowadays. God, you've got your calculators,
it's true, guns.
Guns.
Yeah. Drugs.
Hard drugs.
Whatever these
By the time
She
they
did say
finish,
babies, but
well,
listen,
yeah.
you got to start young these
early.
days. Now, what would you do, Tits?
Well, like I said, if there is CCTV, look it back.
Yeah.
Straight away, you've got the culprit, whether it was you. So, well, this is the thing.
Yeah.
If she has accidentally slipped it in one of the kids' bags, she's just going to have to, bite the bullet. Operative word being the bullet.
Some might say.
And go, contact these parents and just say, oh, I think, we might have accidentally had a bit of a mix-up while we were packing the stuff there, and get it back. Otherwise, if there's no CCTV, then she's up shit creek without a dildo.
Well, I think there is one other choice.
Go on.
The choice is, as someone who works in that nursery, she will have access to all the addresses of all the babies and the staff.
Yeah.
She could do 3 houses per night for 2 weeks. Break in, look around the
Bit of a
house,
mission impost.
while they're asleep.
Yeah.
She'd also take a couple of other bits.
Well, it looks like it's one of those that are remote controlled, so she could actually...
Yeah.
She's still got the remote on her phone.
Yeah.
She could just, play it, vibrate it, and then follow the vibrations.
Yeah.
That's no brainer. Let's just hope no one's got it in.
Yeah, I mean, that bubble machine goes off.
Yeah.
You're going to have a soapy...
Yes, it's going to be under the sea.
Say what you want, but that baby served that baby.
She
won
did.
the lip sync
But I tell you what, she could end up with having
did.
a couple of soapy fannies, So you got to be careful.
Well, you don't want an infection down there. Yeah.
No.
Well,
we
Marguerite.
hope that's helped.
Yeah, do let us know how it goes. And just for a friend, if you could send us over that website you ordered it from, I'm sure
Yeah.
Georgie would love to...
Yeah. www.kingkongdildos.com. Sounds delightful.
Yeah, well, that'll keep you company in the slow days on the ship, won't it, man?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
And if you would like to write into us and get some advice, of course you can do it by just popping it in any old bottle, throwing it out of an aeroplane like Marguerite did.
That's it,
Put it in the sea.
It will make its way to us.
Alternative Titty, what can they do?
Well, they can just send us a message on Instagram like everyone else does, and that is @uptheaft. So please give us a follow, send us a message in a bot. And leave a review, of course. Leave a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Tell your friends. We're episode 14.
Episode 14.
Can you believe it?
I
So
can't.
14.
Biggest regret of my life.
Yeah, honestly. Meeting you.
Yeah.
Right, well, if you do want to follow us on Instagram, you can. You can follow Miss Georgie at...
Miss Georgie Porgie UK.
That's right, she's never done a gig outside the country.
And you can find Miss Titty Kaka at...
Titty_Kaka.
And the reason there's an underscore is because they constantly have to play an Chore underneath whenever she's speaking, because she's so bloody boring. They've got to add a bit of music.
Chore or underscore? Do you want to take that again?
No, it's an Chore when it's under the speaker. No, darling. An Chore is before the show. Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm not having.
You're right.
Yeah, I know.
An Chore is before the show.
What are you saying?
An Chore.
How do you spell it? You're a bloody chore. Chore. Well, how do you spell it?
Oh my god, I'm gonna find it right now by literally.
Because I can't see this word.
Up. Wait.
Underscore.
I've got a bloody.
Under.
I've got a degree in this.
Music. I got a pocket full of sunshine.
Right.
Well, it don't fucking sound like
Over
it.
And then Ture, overture, is at the beginning of a musical.
Oh, an overture. Yeah, not a bloody underture. Yes.
Oh, I said under. Right, God.
I know what a bleeding overture is.
Well, I did think you were a bit
underture.
confused.
Well, yeah, because usually an overture is, like you said, at the start of the performance, whereas an underscore is a soft soundtrack theme that accompanies the action in a performance.
Well, sometimes I say a bit of tuck music. Have you ever heard that?
No, I've not actually.
Tuck music.
For what? A bit of tuck.
Yeah, it's put underneath.
Meant to set and indicate the mood of a scene.
Well, you'd think this is a musical theatre podcast, but it's not.
101.
So I think we'll just call it a day there. So follow us on Instagram. Oh wait, no, you need to say it again.
And you can follow me at Titty_Kaka.
Yeah. Underscore, because she's very underwhelming.
Oh, for crying. Just stick to that, yeah. All right.
Bloody hell.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for listening, everyone.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. As I said, we'll be back next week where Georgie will be on the ship and I'll be on the land. Good, it's carpet madness.
I know.
Everything mixed
Switcheroo.
up. That's it. Right.
Bye, everyone.
See you soon. Bye.
We anchor and hoist the sail.
Titty, they've only sent our drinks over hot when we wanted them iced. What drag queen drinks hot coffee?
Throw it back in the
Excuse
face.
me.
Come on, look.
Ice
Ice
mocha. How many
Ice
times do I have to
mocha.
tell you, Jeremy?
Iced.